I really want to applaud Big Latto for coming out and naming that, hey, I have this song on this album, and one of y'all faves, who was a male artist, was upset and didn't want it to clear because I didn't respond to a DM from them. And she said, I wish that so many other female artists and stuff would talk about the experiences. And what she was naming was Massage Noir. Let's talk about it. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Period. I watched this interview with Big Latto on with Big Boy, and let me just say this: I am really starting to enjoy Latto. I am really starting to like her. This made me look at her like from a different angle, a different perspective, because I have not always been a Big Latto fan. I did not like the name Young Mulatto. I hated it. I did not like her response to the pandemic and saying that she was an essential worker. Like, there's some things that she has done in the past and just like, no. But I can see the growth. I can see that she's learning. And I think this was a very, very big risk when she was talking to Big Boy and said, like, yeah, there was this like male artist on here, male rapper, who like had a hard time clearing it because they was mad at me because I didn't respond to their DM. And what she was talking about in that moment, in this interview, was Massage Noir. She was talking about black women experiences, like already swimming through misogyny, but also dealing with like being a black woman and experiencing misogyny, which is completely different from the typical misogyny that a white woman would experience. And we already know how like the rap culture is. We know how culture is, period. We see all of the predators that we see in abusers in the hip hop community. I can just name several off the top of my hand who, honestly, some of them have accusations thrown against them right now. So we know it's a real thing. We've seen it with music. Honestly, it's been a joking thing for so long. Even listening to Deuces by Chris Brown, Kevin McCall, and Tyga, and my friend called it like the Abusers Collaborated Project. And I was like, oh my gosh, like Kevin McCall is the one who was had a child with Eva, and she named that he was very abusive. And I'm like, wow, in this song, he's making in one of the verses, he said, like I hit Tina in the limo, it hit me, finally hit me. I'm like, what? Why would you even say that? So it's so indebted, and it's a part of rap culture, and it should not be. It should not be. But now you have all these successful black female artists that are coming out, black female rappers who are coming out and just running the game. Now some of them are saying, hey girl, like y'all ain't doing right. We've seen Rick Ross talk about the fact that, hey, I'm not working, if I work with a female artist, they're gonna have to give it up. Like, we've seen men name these things in the industry, like, I'm gonna have to smash. Like, we've seen some of the stuff, even with the little small interviews that Nicki Minaj has done, she's talked about their culture a little bit, but she's missed it just a little bit. It's like, Nicki, call it what it is. To see Big Latto to say this, to say, no, there's something that needs to be talked about. Just big ups to her. Now, we going through, like, she has a new project, new album coming out this Friday. It's called 777. And she seems very excited about this project, and she's talking about it, and you can tell she's just, she's hungry, she's energetic, and she talked about how hard it was trying to get this song cleared because one of the rappers and stuff just was upset that she didn't respond to their DM. So they tried to ask who it was, and she wouldn't say. Now, she dropped the track list for it. Out of the male rappers, she has 21 Savage, Lil Wayne, Childish Gambino, Lil Durk, Nardo Wick, Kodak Black, and this Big Energy, which I think that's gonna probably be Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. But she said that like that's gonna be a big female rapper on there. I think that's gonna be Nicki Minaj. But so yeah, I am thinking, everybody's thinking that it is Kodak Black. And the reason why, Kodak Black has been accused, like he's literally in court, has a court case against him for rape. And he was even doing an interview with the Breakfast Club where he named that, like, if he was to work with someone, like, he's gonna have to smash. He was work with another female artist, he gonna have to smash, and it is what it is. Like, you're just gonna have to, like, that's just what it is. That's just how it go. I'm gonna have to smash. And he just said it so, like, just don't care. And you had Charlemagne and Angela Yee kind of just like, no, that's not professional. No, that's not. It's not even just about that being professional. That is sick. I can't even think of the word of it, but you saying you can't, like, why are y'all giving it? Like, y'all have to name these things. And that's why I have very like harsh critiques for culture influencers and cultural critics like the Breakfast Club and like other folks who are allowing these men to come on here and say stuff like this without holding them accountable. Y'all cannot be the folks who represent the culture, who talk about the culture, and culture critics, and then these folks are coming in here and they're literally destroying the culture. Like, they're destroying who the people who are making the culture. Like, Big Latto, say what you want to say, like, the girl is very talented and she is going somewhere. So if this woman is sitting here talking about her experiences, like, we should be amplifying that. So if you got this man, Kodak Black, who's already been accused, the man shouldn't even been in an interview on the Breakfast Club, point blank, period. And to be honest, love Big Latto down this week. He should have never been on that album to begin with. Kodak Black should have never been on there, even if that wasn't him, because Kodak Black has came out and said that ain't got nothing to do with him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read you what Kodak Black said in response when everybody was naming it was him. That mulatto girl is not talking about me, homie. I see y'all steady reaching, LOL. Shawna ain't even say a nigga name on that shit. I don't know why y'all trying to wear that jacket. I'm too fly for that shit. And I know, and under that, you got folks literally tweeting and saying, girl, we looking at Instagram Live that you did where you talked about that you are not working with no female artists unless you get some. Like, that's just, y'all are rapists. Y'all are rapists, y'all are abusers, y'all are predators, y'all are all these things. And I think it's just time for us to start just naming that. And somebody made a good point, and it actually slapped me. They said, why do y'all want Big Latto to name who the person is? It's not like y'all gonna stop listening and stop supporting. And I was like, well, you got a point. You got a point, because there have been other folks who've been accused and whatever, and folks are still listening and supporting their music and stuff, and it's just like, girl, it's a mess. It is a complete fool. But I don't, for one, understand why we even have Kodak Black on here to begin with. I think it's really kind of trash, to be honest, that Latto has shared this, and I'm pretty sure the label is pushing for the song to still be on the album. No, man, whoever their artist is, they should not be on that. They should not be on that the album at all. We should not be rewarding this type of behavior. But this is the industry. This is the stuff. When the big wigs, the folks at the top, are not sitting there protecting their artists and saying, hey, girl, like, you know, this is how the industry is. We live in a patriarchal, capitalist society, so it's not really surprising. It's not surprising that men don't see no issue with it, because they're not the ones experiencing this type of stuff, but they're the ones holding power. But there's no way that an artist who is saying, hey girl, this man is doing this to me because this and that, and then folks say, well girl, we're gonna still keep the song on the album. What? Why is Kodak Black on here? Why is Kodak Black even on here to begin with? I don't even care if Kodak Black was not the one who did it. He shouldn't be on there. And I will bet that it's Kodak Black. But you know what? What's even more interesting is that the fact that we're not even sure who it is. The fact that it can be any of these men is very telling. The fact that it can be any of these men we can't say, I know it's not him, because it's the fact, not saying that all of them have like cases or accusations and stuff, but it's the fact that it's so entwined into the culture that it wouldn't be surprising if it was such and such, or if it was such and such. Like, that's how bad it is. And I believe it's Kodak Black. I bet you money it's Kodak Black. And it's just like, he literally, somebody shared an article. Kodak Black expects to sleep with female rap collaborators. I gotta bust him. This was in February the 24th, 2022. Literally, not even a month ago. These are the men who are in our communities, who are making music, who are some of the top folks, and this is how they think. This is how they think. And it just makes me think about so many things. Like, if we were to completely get rid of white supremacy, some of y'all got to go. Some of y'all who look like me got to go. Some of y'all like me got to go. Y'all look like me, y'all got to go. Because y'all hold some very strong trash politics that are very harmful. So we cannot get to no land of quote unquote milk and honey with some of y'all. Because some of y'all are spoiled milk. And some of y'all are non-worker bees. Literally a mess. I can't deal. But y'all, tell me what y'all thought about the stuff. I definitely applaud Big Latto for talking about this. I think this is honestly what I expected Nicki Minaj to talk about in her interview with Joe Budden. Like, this is the type of stuff that I think should be talked about, because it is something that black women experience in the rap game, in the industry, point blank period. It's been going on for a long time, far too long. Let me know what you think about the whole conversation in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.